Do not toss that 1970 penny back into your change jar. While the world is obsessed with the San Francisco mint mark, professional hunters and elite collectors are quietly snapping up a specific version of the 1970 Denver mint penny for thousands of dollars. Most people see a common UD mark and think it's just worth 1 cent, but if you know what to look for on the reverse side and how to check the strike quality, you could be holding a small fortune. In the next few minutes, I am going to reveal the floating roof mystery, the secret hidden mint mark position, and the ultra-rare doubling that most experts miss. If you skip a single second, you might miss the one marker that separates a normal penny from a coin worth $5,000 or more. Stay with me until the very end, because I'm going to show you why the 1970D is the dark horse of the Lincoln series and where to sell it today. To understand the 1970D, you have to understand the sheer volume of production. In 1970, the Denver Mint struck over 2.8 billion pennies. Because there are so many, the average ones are worth nothing. But because the dies were used until they literally started breaking apart, it created die-state errors that are now legendary. When a die is overused, it creates unique characteristics that collectors pay a premium for. The 1970D is famous for having some of the most interesting late-stage die errors of the entire 1970s decade. Grab your magnifying glass and turn the coin over. Look at the Lincoln Memorial. This is the most famous error for the 1970D. On the rarest versions, the roof of the memorial appears to be floating in mid-air. The vertical lines that connect the roof to the rest of the building, the pillars, have vanished or become so thin they are invisible. This happens due to over-polishing of the die. Collectors love this variety because it is a striking visual error that you can see even without a microscope. If you have a 1970D with a clear floating roof, you have a high-demand error coin. Now, look at the front of the coin, specifically the diff mint mark under the date. In 1970, the mint marks were still punched by hand onto the dies. This means the position of the D can vary. We are looking for that high D where the mint mark is unusually close to the date. But even more important is that double die potential. Check the letters in Liberty and the motto, "In God We Trust." While 1970S is famous for doubling, there are reported cases of 1970D coins showing a Class II doubling, where the letters look extra thick or have a notched appearance at the corners. These are the coins that start bidding wars at auctions. For our senior collectors and serious hunters, listen close, condition is king. Most 1970D pennies you find will be brown and scratched. But if you find one in an old roll or a mint set that has its original blazing red luster, you are in the money. A 1970D in MS67 red condition is worth hundreds, and in MS68 it can go for thousands because it is so rare to find a Denver strike that escaped the machines without a single mark. Look for a coin that has a deep copper glow and zero spots. This is the red gold of the 1970s. As we search for these treasures together, I want to thank you for being the backbone of the Hidden Coin Authority. As many of you know, I am currently in the fight of my life against cancer. It is a difficult journey, and the costs are rising, but your support, your comments, and your loyalty are what give me the energy to keep researching these coins. When you watch this video to the end and share it, you are helping me continue my battle and my mission to help you find wealth in your own pockets. We are a family, and your prayers mean the world to me. Let's make this discovery together. If you find a 1970D with a floating roof or a high-grade red luster, do not take it to a local bank. You need to have it appraised by a professional. I always recommend getting your best finds slabbed by PCGs or NGC. A graded 1970D is much easier to sell for a high price on platforms like Great Collections or through heritage auctions. These specialized auction houses reach collectors who specifically look for the 1970 Denver varieties to complete their sets. The 1970D penny is proof that you don't need a rare mint mark to find a rare coin. It's all about the details, the die states, and the condition. Check your change, look for that floating roof, and never underestimate a Denver penny. Thank you for being part of the EA World of Coins family. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the 1974 aluminum penny mystery. Keep hunting, stay hopeful, and I'll see you in the next video.